All right, ladies and gentlemen, for day one of split face portraits, I want you to have the basics drawn in, so like your outlines. We're just working with line work today. We don't need to have any shading done. So last week we learned about the facial proportions. We're going to be using that to draw your picture. First thing you're going to do is you're going to write your name and class code at the bottom of your paper. I'm just going to do Mondays. Okay, so my name and class code at the bottom of my paper. Now I'm going to start drawing out the basic line shapes. So I know the bottom of my face is going to be down here. I know my mouth line is going to be about here. I know my nose line is going to be about here. I know my eye line is going to be about here. Now, Mr. Fur does not have perfectly proportioned features. Otherwise, the distance from here to here and the distance from here to here would be the same. But he has a longer nose, and that's why I said that they were general. And I know my top of my head is up here. But if we look, if I use my pencil as a measuring tool, you can see that from his eye line to the top of his head is about the same difference, a little bit longer at the bottom, but it's about the same distance from the eye line to the bottom of his head. And we're going to be using our pencil to do some measuring. So I know that from the center, which is where I have split this face, to the side of Mr. Fur's head is going to be about that much. So we're using our pencil to do some measuring. You don't need a ruler, you just need your pencil. So I know that his face is going to stop at about that point. So then I can start drawing in his outline of his face. And if I want to know where the distance is, where it starts to go rounded, again, I can use my pencil, make a little mark right there, and I know that his face starts to round up at that point. Okay, so I have an outline of Mr. Fur's head. Okay. Now we can always go back in and fix it if we feel that it's not perfectly correct. That's why we're drawing lightly, and we just want to have the basic outlines done today. So I have the outline of my head. That's step one. Now we're going to outline, or we're going to start drawing his facial features. I just want to mark where his eye is going to be. Again, I'm lining up my pencil and I'm measuring it out. So there is Mr. Fur's eyes. That's where we have 1/5 here, 2/5 here, 3/5 here, 4/5, and 5/5. So his eyes are going to fall into this section here, and I just want to outline his eyes so that I know Mr. Fur's eyes are going to fall in here. Again, they don't have to be perfect. Just want a basic drawing done today. Goal for today is to have everything drawn out line drawing wise. I don't know if I'm blocking the camera or not, but if I am, I'm sorry. Then we're going to measure the width of his nose. It should fall between the corners of his eyes. So I'm going to make a mark here. He has a little bit wider nose, so it's a little bit off center, but not fully. So then I'm going to start drawing his nose in here. And I'm using my nose line. Now remember, with the nose, we don't want to draw too many lines. It's mostly shading, so that's all I'm going to do for the nose, because all of this up here is going to be shading. Then I'm going to put his mouth in. I want to know where my mouth lines up on this section here. Again, it should be the same on each side. The main thing you want to know is that the face is symmetrical, so it's going to be the same distance on this side. So his mouth actually, it should be pretty close to lining up with the center of his face. And he's smiling a bit, so we can raise up that line. And you can't really see Mr. Ferd's upper lip too much because he has his mustache. So I'm just going to draw that in right there. And Mr. Ferd also has a little bit of a chin. So I'm going to add his chin in. Okay, and I know that it stops. Okay, I'm going to put in Mr. Ferd's other shoulder, just basic drawings here. Okay, and I'm going to add some of his hair. And I'll put in his eyebrow too, because why not? Just a basic shape of where his eyebrow is. And you can do what I'm doing and draw some lines straight across so that you know where everything fits in. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to be drawing in some stuff later. Alright, so I want the basic outlines done for this week. Just the lines. We're not doing any shading yet. We just want the lines of your person's face. Okay? So that is all you need to have done for week 1. You can add more details if you want, but this is what I need done for week 1. You are going to upload this line drawing to Google Classroom for progress check week 1. Have fun, guys. Thanks for watching.